right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach them well. All right, Shalom to the elect, the 144,000 first and foremost, pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. The Lord willing we be of that number. And I'm your brother Tabar Yakunah here with and we're going to get into how Yahawashi is a covering, or a coat, if you will, for the elect.
That's right.
So
John 15:5.
kind of. So this is the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 5. It reads, and it's entitled Yahawashi, the true vine. The chapter itself. It reads, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit.
All right, so Yahawashi is the vine. He's the root. Yeah, matter of fact, that's in Revelation. He said, I am the root and the offspring of David. So Yahawashi is the root. You can think of the vine as the root, the initial plant, where other parts of the branch, where other parts of the plant branch out. All right, and that's what we are. We come from Yahawashi. Those that are of the hopeful elect, they sprout out from Yahawashi, who's the vine. That's why I say, ye are the branches. And say, if you abide in Yahawashi, if you continue in him, then you're going to bear fruit of immortality, fruit of good works, fruit of charity, fruits of love. It tells you in, I believe that's Matthew's 7th chapter, it said a tree is known by its fruit. A good tree cannot bring corrupt fruit, nor can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. So Yahawashi is that good tree. Bear much fruit. So it's important to continue in his doctrine. That's how you continue in Yahawashi, continue in what was taught, his teaching that we received through the Spirit.
I got a precept. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 7 and verse 17.
You got it, bro.
For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. So, Yahawashi is that living fountain of water, So as the scriptures read in John 15 and 5, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. Yeah, the only way that you can bring forth much fruit, you got to be watered yourself, man. And again, the scriptures say how that lamb, Yahawashi, is that water, is that and it says living water, So that's what rejuvenates us. This is what the scriptures speak about us not living off of bread alone.
And if you want that dowry price, you have to come pure.
Sincere, yeah.
You have to come, there we go. You have to come pure. You have to come sincere. So I'm likening it to a woman because we're the bride of the Lamb, right? And the husband, being the head, he's also, as you mentioned earlier, he's the covering, he's the coat. And the reward that we're seeking for is the dowry price, is the wedding chamber. But how you going to get a dowry price if your walls are already open? He going to say this woman was not a maid and the token of virginity won't be present. I'm not about to try to, but no, I'm gonna paint the picture. You dealing with a woman and it's like, well, where are your walls? I'm just painting the picture, all right? You get what I'm saying? It's a disappointment if you like. You brothers know how it feels to deal, and you know the difference. And if it's a chicken, it's like the walls are just not
Loose.
Yeah.
She's loose.
It's like, this is, so just imagine in the spirit of things, and the Lord he's seeking quality. He's not big on quantity. He can multiply. He's divine. He don't need He's not big, as I said, not big on quantity. He's divine. He can multiply. He wants quality. And from that quality, what? Bear fruit. Bear fruit.
Yeah, if I could add to you, we were just mentioning the straight gate not too long ago, how that gate through the living water, through the washing of the word, straightens us and makes you more what? Makes you more of a quality being, washes you with the word, man, make you clean. Wash me, make me clean, purge me with hyssop, and it helps you to bring forth more fruit.
Right.
Being a part of that vine.
That's right.
I had that to back you up because you mentioned...
That's that antibacterial. You got to kill the unclean so the plant can grow. Because if you got bacterial infections on the plant, it's going to decay, leaves are going to turn colors, and it's going to damage the process of bearing fruit.
Yeah.
You got it.
1 Corinthians 11, because you spoke briefly how we are looked at as the Lord's woman. 1 Corinthians 11, and I'll start at the top. It says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Mashiach.
Right.
Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is the Most High."
Right. Yeah, so that's the divine order, like you said before we turned the lesson on. You said, let me get a divine order. And you were right when you said that. And it can't be broken. Like if a woman is, that's the scripture, of a woman that ruleth over a man causes, what is that scripture? You know what I'm talking about too. I kind of want to get it. Let me see. When a woman, let me see.
Yeah, you're talking about...
Let me get that, please. I think it's in the Sirach.
Or you can get you want the usurp authority over man?
That's good. No, this is what I want.
Okay.
This is, but that's good. But I just want to grab this. Let me get Sirach 25 and 22 real quick.
I'll get it for you.
But that's what you said. I didn't mean no like that.
No,
like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You said Sirach
25, I believe
22.
If I'm not mistaken.
A woman.
Yeah.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband...
Which is basically the same thing you said. Go ahead.
Is full of anger.
Full of anger.
Impudence. And much reproach.
So that's because the divine order was broken. If a woman maintains, jurisdicts her man, then it causes anger on both sides because that's the divine order is being broken. So we can't get out of pocket when it comes to Yahawashi.
Yeah.
Because it's going to cause reproach. The scripture speaks about a woman having her reproach taken away. How do you take away a woman's reproach? Well, firstly, she needs a man, because typically when you hear in scriptures where it says, "Oh, thank God, because this is taking away my reproach," meaning the Lord, that typically women who are barren, it's a reproach for a woman to be barren. A woman 25, 30, 32, whatever, if she hasn't had a child, that's a reproach. But what's needed for her to have a child? Her head.
Right.
So her head is is needed for her reproach to be taken away of. And that's the same with us. We need Yahawashi to take away our reproach. You know, because what? It's a reproach for her not to bear fruit. Right?
Right.
Because that child, that seed, that child that she has, that's fruit. And the fruit comes from who? Her husband. Our fruit comes from Yahawashi.
Mm-hmm. I had that word reproach
Mm-hmm.
In the dictionary, the New Oxford American Dictionary says
Mm-hmm.
address someone in such a way as to express disapproval or disappointment.
Yeah, it's disappointing for a woman to not have children. That doesn't make her a bad person, but it's something that we're not contributing to the greater cause when a woman doesn't have children.
Yeah, she's forsaking her purpose.
Yeah.
Or the Lord is.
Yeah. Her purpose isn't to do your tax return. Her purpose isn't to be a six-figure earner. You think the Lord care about, she's pretty and she make money. You think the Lord care about, you ain't pretty to the Lord, you're not on no level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A six-figure, that ain't no money. The Lord is the author of wealth, so he know what he's talking about. But what does the Lord find value in? In society and whole find value in a woman bearing children.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unfortunately, we're in a society where we can't just bear children like we supposed to. Oh, yeah, wrap it up, brother. What? Yeah, that's wisdom, but the Lord ain't dealing with, like, the Lord, that's not how the Lord operate. Can't pull out.
Yeah, it said be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah. The Lord not saying the Lord is not saying that it's off to pull out. I gotta go there.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it's off to do these things. But the thing is, really, is how it's supposed to be. Is we're supposed to be bearing fruit. You know.
Right.
We're supposed to be bearing fruit. Now, everything in due season, because the 4th chapter is coming. You know. And we will bear fruit. The scripture says what? She should be saved by what?
Childbearing.
See? That's the covering.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the reproach being removed through childbearing. Because if the elect seed is in her, then the Lord ain't going to kill our seed. You know?
Okay.
Or even the Lord just have mercy on her because she's a woman. Because the Lord can do that. But just because you got an elect man child, that don't mean you're gonna be saved. You ain't about to outdo the Lord like, hey, I got the elect man child, so that don't mean that. Because you still gotta bring forth a reasonable sacrifice yourself, you know. But it wasn't necessarily your sacrifice, it was the sacrifice of your covering. That's the same with Yahawashi. You see?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like we say because you not say because you did. You say because Yahawashi did.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we bring forth, we do what we got to do. We do our part. But really, your part really wasn't. It was your part. It would be nothing without Yahawashi.
Which requires a large amount of faith. Yeah, that's all we're saved by grace and mercy and basically, faith, man. It's about faith in Yahawashi, man,
Mm-hmm.
and His sacrifice. You can't be saved by the law, the statutes, the commandments.
No, you can't.
Because
No
then you're
flesh will be saved.
then you're forsaking your covering. Man.
You're forsaking your covering. That's how it is. That's how Yahawashi feel when we try to do it, doing your own thing. Like, how you feel if a woman do her own thing and she don't esteem you as important or valuable? You're not going to be like, I'm like, she's on point. You're going to be like, nah, she not on point.
Right.
It's the same with us. We got to go through Yahawashi. Everything has to be through him. Our thought process, we supposed to conform to Yahawashi. What Yahawashi like? He like this. Well, guess what that mean? That mean you supposed to like that too.
Yeah.
If the husband likes beef, I don't like beef. Well, how about this? You better start liking beef, and you better cook beef.